What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video. I'm back better, man. I am back. It's your boy Muga the Messenger, Muga the Intunga, Muga back with another video. Now, today's video, guys, you know how it goes, man. I have to make this one video, and this one is one of the very it needs to be spoken, okay? It needs to be spoken. Now, it's a lot. It's a lot. Calm down, Muga. Calm down. Now, faith and works. Faith and works, those two things has to be kept in mind. But the most important thing they have to keep in mind is obedience. Now, obedience, we all know that obedience is one of the things that kept humans. That's keeping. That's it's keeping. It's the thing that destroys the connection with God. If you have God inside you, you have that connection, you have the relationship, you understand? So it's all that came from obedience. When you have obedience, everything's gonna come together, and you're gonna start doing everything in just like that. You're not gonna know, like, you're just gonna know that you just obedience, like your obedience is gonna grow in a strength, in the strongest strengthened way. Like, I don't know how to put this in English, but I'm telling you, this is what it is though. Because if you remember from the beginning when God created the man first, because that's what happened. God created man first. So God was expecting from Adam to obey and listen to the word of God. That was really listen to the words that God was telling him. Basically, God was commanding him to not eat of the tree that has good and evil, that helps you understand the difference between the good and evil. Now, if you look back and you look now, the world has changed in a many ways, many ways, from the beginning to now. Okay, we have these celebrities that's having million views, hitting million views in 2 hours, in 1 hour, in 24 hours, and it's crazy, right? It's crazy, but you have to understand. Not everybody are of God. Not everybody believes in God. Not everybody trust God. They can speak about God for like 5 minutes and throw it out there, and everybody will know that this person believes in God, and they'll start trusting and trying to understand who is this God. Because what? This guy is famous. All he gotta do is make a simple video and push it to you, and you're just gonna like fall into that trap. That's that's what happens. That's what happens. Now you have to understand. Just like I'm drinking soda, so it's like I'll have to, you know what I'm saying? You have to understand. Things like this happens for a reason. God has shown us the way by giving us his son. Jesus Christ is the key, and he's always gonna be the key. For the way to heaven, he's the one you have to go through. You cannot be following these celebrities that has millions and millions followers, millions views, that's going trips, airplanes, that owns cars and big mansions, because all these things is temporary. It's temporary for a good reason. Now you have to understand, chat. You have to understand, YouTube. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, man. Make sure you have God inside you. Everything's gonna come together when you have obedience in God. Remember the word of God, and remember to read the Bible every day. Now, I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you, you have one chance in this life, and you have to make something out of it. You have to stop following these celebrities and the people that's in this world, because they're not gonna give you anything. They're not gonna give you the things God can give you. If you're looking for something that God can give you, watch. Once you put your faith in God and you really trust God and you really work for God like you're supposed to, as a chosen one, as a true man of God, as a true woman of God, God is gonna use you in many ways, in a big ways that you yourself might not understand. Like, put yourself in one of those chosen ones that was chosen by God, like Moses, Abraham, and Noah. The things they had to go through back then, it was worst. but now it's gonna be way worse. Why? Because so much is going on that you just gonna be lost in the matrix system. The things that you know is wrong, you're gonna think is good. Nowadays they're promoting bad as good and good as bad. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you are, how you look, how you talk, how you speak. It does not matter, bro. Don't let one of your homies, one of your niggas, one of your shorties, one of your baby mamas tell you how to live a life. No woman has the right to teach a man. No way. Because a woman was the first one to sin against God. A woman was, God told the woman, and how maybe I don't know, maybe God did speak to the woman, or maybe Adam, because Adam, she has to know, because she responded to the snake saying that God said we're not supposed to eat on this tree, but she made a choice. It's a choice. What Eve did is what every woman is doing now. What Adam did back then, what Adam choices was to eat on that same tree, some same fruit, is the same thing that's happening now. You have to see it in a spiritual eye, a uh, spiritual spirit. Open your eyes, talk to God, listen to the word of God. Everything will work out if you have obedience. That's one thing you have to remember. Wake up from this matrix system. The matrix system is when you live in this world and you think everything is good, you free, nothing is gonna hurt you, no one is gonna hurt you. Like this, don't lie to yourself. Come back to the word that God has given us. The Bible is your weapon. Now, you know how like everybody wanna carry that. You feel me? Everybody wanna flex with that. You feel me? Like you feel me? Don't do that. Don't do that. If you're gonna do that, if you're gonna you feel me? If you're gonna do this, if you're gonna act like you're tough, if you're gonna act all gangster and stuff, you have to remember this this life we live in right now, it's temporary. Everything you have, that money you're working for 24 hours, those two jobs you're doing every day, everything is just a wasting of your life. You are literally wasting your life away doing things that's not gonna get you nowhere. You have to understand it's temporary, bro. Like think about that. Temporary. Do you know them houses that was destroyed? Is it New York or DC or somewhere somewhere you know those that fire that happened January something, January 4th or 6th? Come on now, you guys remember. Yes, that fire, bro. That has to be God judgment. I don't know, but you see how the cars they owned, you see how the houses they had that costed over millions. You see how that the people that was in the elections, they they was doing a rating, right? And they gave other people rates like 10 over 10, other 7 over 7. But when they got to the name of God, they give God 0. The God that created the heavens and earth, the God that created the humans, them. God created humans. God created the trees, the animals, the grass, the fishes, the dogs, the like God created you. God put brain inside you. God breathed life inside a human, but a human decided to disobey the God that created them, that created he or she. Now, you have to understand, if this was you, and someone do this to you, and you the one, you the one that made, you're the one that put this person on about everything, that you took them from the ground to the top. Now they have everything. Now they forget about you. Now they start talking bad about you. Now they start making you feel like you are delusional, like you're not right, you're not doing what, like what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Tell me. Come on now, leave a comment down below. If this was you that was given a 0 in a rating, would you just let that happen easily just like that? You can't. God had to do something. He had to. Even the churches that was nearby, they caught on fire. How? They caught on fire. These are churches. It doesn't mean nothing. It's a church. A real church is in someone's heart. When you believe in God and you have a relationship with God and you obey day and night, you're obeying God and you're working for God, work for God, and God will bless you when the time is right. Go to Selacha in the last page of the book, I think. Somewhere over there is gonna tell you, bro. He's gonna tell you, you're gonna have to make sure this is your life. Find a way to come back to God in peace. Stop living the life of disobedience. Obedience is the way, the truth, and the light. If you God is the way, the truth, and the light. I mean, Jesus is the way, the truth, and the light. But obedience is gonna get you to where you need to be. Faith. Jesus was talking about faith. Jesus is the key that you have to use. The key. You need the key from Jesus to go to heaven. So you have to really like understand that when you know the word of God and you really apply it into your life, everything's gonna work out. I'm not lying to you, bro. This is the only thing you have to know. This you have to know this, bro. Don't be lost in this matrix system. Don't be lost in this life that's full of disobedience people. Don't follow other people's ways. Follow God's ways. Remember the word of God. When you read the Bible, try to meditate. How do you meditate on these words of God? When you read the word of God and you really okay, this is what I gotta, this, I like this, and I understand this, I need to know this, I need to meditate on this. How do you meditate on this word that you really got from Proverbs or James or from the Old Testament, like Noah, or like from Moses book, and like you have to really just find a way, and the only way is to meditate on this word and obedience. How do you meditate? You